morally, I was led to nonviolence because I felt that it was the best moral way to deal with the problem. We were seeking to establish a just society. And it was my feeling then, and it is my feeling now, that violence is certainly much more socially destructive, and it creates many more social problems than it solves. So I was led to nonviolence for deep moral reasons. And I turned to it because I felt that it was the morally excellent way to deal with the problem of racial injustice in our country.
There is no freedom, the wise man said, let justice roll down when the poor cry out for shelter and bread. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary, walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Hatred will never drive out hate. Let love roll down. Remember, our hearts can make us great. Let love roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary, walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. And let your love roll down like a mighty stream. When brutality threatens our daughters and sons, let peace roll down. May our voices rise up louder than the guns. Let peace roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary, walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. And let peace roll down like a mighty stream. Step by step, one by one, let justice roll down. They can kill the prophet, but the dream lives on. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary, walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream.
I turned to it because I felt that it was the morally excellent way to deal with the problem of racial injustice in our country.
Yesterday, a star said to the little light in my heart, we are not just transients passing.
Do not die. Beneath this glow, some wanderers go on walking. You were first created out of love, so carry nothing but love to those who are trembling.
One day, all gardens sprouted from our names, from what remained of heart's yearning. And since it came of age, this ancient language has taught us how to heal others with our longing.
How to be a heavenly scent, to relax their tightening lungs, a welcome sigh, a gasp of oxygen. Softly, we pass over wounds like purposeful gauze, a hint of relief, an aspirin.
Oh, little light in me, don't die. Even if all the galaxies of the world close in. Oh, little light in me, enter my heart in peace. all of you come in. May the light of our chalice flame warm our hearts and welcome you in on this morning. Welcome to this online service of the Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. My name is Reverend Jacqueline Brett. I'm the lead minister here, and welcome again to this different way. We're almost, as they say, what is old gets new again. And so here we are online together, thankfully and gratefully. Whoever you are and wherever you come from, whatever your race, your gender identities, whomever you love, and wherever you are in your spiritual journey or in your search for truth, for meaning, for liberation, we welcome you here with us in beloved community. If you are able and have access, and if you are visiting with us today, I invite you to place your name in the chat box so that someone there might give you an ERUUF welcome. And I thank you all, everyone here, for choosing to spend this time with us, this time together in community. Today, directly after the service, especially if you are visiting, we are having the Inquirers class for visitors and newcomers. It will be on Zoom. And if you go to the front page of our website, you will see how to access that class through the events section of the website. It will give you the link for the Zoom. So let's all take a deep breath in and center ourselves into this time and this place.
Good morning, everyone. Today, our story is called A Map for Palestine. And this story is about places that we know are real and things that we know are true, even if we've never seen them. And maybe even if some people have never even heard of them. One morning, Palestine's teacher showed her class a map of the world. Can each of you tell us where your family is from? She asked. The children gathered in a circle and began sharing their stories with pride. But when it was her turn, Palestine searched the map and found nothing. Miss Baker, why isn't Palestine on the map? Miss Baker looked at the map. I think there's no such place, Miss Baker said. Palestine was troubled, confused, and curious. She needed to ask more questions. When she got home, Palestine's grandpa was tending his grapevines. When he saw her, he beamed like he was seeing the sun rise for the first time, the way he always did. How was your day, Habibti? He asked. As she watered the flowers, Palestine told her grandpa what had happened with her teacher. Gido, why isn't Palestine on the map? Gido looked into her eyes with concern. Then he took out his notepad from his pocket and began to draw. First, an outline of what seemed to be an ancient tooth, like the fossils in Palestine's dinosaur book. Then, ocean waves to the west, lines and borders to the east. With a steady hand, he drew little circles and gave life to cities and villages with names she had not heard before. He labeled one of those circles Huara, our home. When he was finished, he tore the paper out, folded it carefully, and gave it to Palestine. Here is your map, Omri, he said. A gift from me to you. Your teacher needs teaching. You can show this to her so all of your friends can learn too. When Palestine went inside, her grandma was making her favorite treat, spinach pies. She washed her hands so she could help. As she filled delicate parcels of dough with a special blend of spinach, walnuts, sumac, and spicy red pepper flakes, Palestine asked, Teta, why isn't Palestine on the map? Teta's eyes looked through Palestine, and she spoke as if she was in another world. The soldiers came with their tanks and guns. I carried your mother in my arms and ran to the Jordan River to protect our family from harm. They destroyed our villages and gave them new names. They burned the fields and the olive trees. We left our homes and many loved ones behind. But I've held on to our house key. Teta unclasped the necklace she always wore and draped it around Palestine's neck. Palestine reached up to touch it, an iron key as old and precious as Teta. Palestine was quiet and sad. After Isha prayer, when she was snuggled in bed, Palestine told her mama about her day, about her teacher and the map at school, about the new map Jito drew, and about Teta and her key. Finally, she asked one more time, for Mama had an answer to every question. Mama, why isn't Palestine on the map? There are places, Hayati, you don't need a map to find, her mama said. Our favorite trail, your hideout in Teta's closet, the bird's nest inside our chimney. Sometimes people live in countries. Sometimes countries live in people. Palestine lives in you and me. How can I be sure it's there when I've never seen it? There are things in this world you haven't seen with your own eyes, Mama said. Your heart in your chest, the air in your lungs. From her olive groves to the sea, our homeland is as real as God above. Palestine lives in you and me. My teacher said it doesn't exist, Palestine whispered. Mama nodded. There are people who say it doesn't exist, that we don't exist. But their maps can't erase us, she replied, her voice calm and clear. Their maps can't erase our memories. Their maps can't erase our past. They think our freedom makes them less free. But it is wrong to deny a people their home. Palestine lives in you and me. Mama got in bed with Palestine and held her close, smiling. She ran her fingers through her beautiful stubborn curls. Palestine lives in every Palestinian who cannot return, Mama said. She is in millions of hearts that beat like dabka drums. She is in the bread Teta bakes on Sunday morning. She is in every cross-stitch of the thobe you wear for Eid. She is in our za'atar we put in our tea. She is Haifa and Jaffa and Ramla and Lid. She is Nasra, Nablus, Jerusalem, and Jenin. She is Gaza, most of all, and her dear, laughing children playing soccer by the sparkling sea. She is the stones we cast and the words we write. She is our past, our present, our legacy. She is called many names, but is older than them all. Palestine lives in you and me. Palestine smiled and closed her heavy eyes. She thought about showing her map and her key to her class in the morning, and she felt proud. Do you think we can go visit her sometime and meet our family? She asked. We will, Rohi, I promise. They are all waiting for us. And that is our story for today. And even though we are online today, we're going to sing the song that we always sing in the sanctuary together.
Peace, salam, shalom. 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 Peace, salam, shalom.
Please join me now in the spirit of meditation and prayer. Spirit of life, we give thanks for the gifts of this day, the warmth of community and connection we share, the shelter of shared values that hold love at the center, the nourishment of the words and music in our service this morning. Today, let us take a moment to slow down and remember the light that calls us to put love into action. Each week, we hold in our hearts joys and concerns, global and local. This morning, we hold in our hearts all those impacted by the recent winter storm that is moving through the country. May all be safe and warm. We hold in our hearts all those affected by ongoing conflicts in Sudan, Gaza, Ukraine, Iran, Venezuela, and all around the world. We hold in our hearts all those impacted by the ongoing suppression of human rights by immigration enforcement entities, especially in Minnesota at this time. And we lift up the courageous work of individuals and organizations dedicated to supporting safety and equity for all, including the work of our UU colleagues working for justice there. We hold in our hearts all who may be facing food or housing insecurity and who may have been forgotten. May they know comfort and support. We hold in our hearts the heart and soul of the world. May we find ways to remember the power of love to heal and to transform. And also let us take a moment to hold all the joys, milestones, and successes that lay before us in life. Today, we hold in our hearts Ellen Hart and family in welcoming the birth of Laurel Verna Gill on January 22nd. Ellen shares, we are all doing great, and we celebrate with joy with them. May we continue to celebrate these moments on the journey together. In a spirit of unity and compassion, we lift up all of our prayers and blessings and honor this moment in silence together. Amen. Ashe, and blessed be.
Hello, UU family. I'm going to sing a song with you called Shine on Me. It's an amazing spiritual that anybody can sing. And in these days when the things that we're dealing with, the feeling separate and all of that, and things seem so hard, this is one of those songs that you just throw your head back, put it in your medicine kit. All you have to do is ask. And here's how it goes. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me, oh shine on me, yes, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Lift me up, oh, lift me up. Let the light from the lighthouse lift me up, oh, lift me up, yes, lift me up. Let the light from the lighthouse lift me up, oh, hold me close, yes, hold me close. Let the light from the lighthouse hold me close, yes, hold me close, oh, hold me close. Let the light from the lighthouse, please, hold me close. Oh, shine on me, yes, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me, oh, shine on me, yes, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. All you have to do is just ask. The light is always there. Always. Always. Oh, yeah.
I am one who prays deeply and often, which might seem like a no-brainer given my profession, though I admittedly do not know whether all ministers pray, or if they do, how deeply or how often. I have a meditation that I pray daily tattooed upon both my arms, the intention being that if I am ever unable to pray in voice or have lost my conscious ability to pray in heart or in mind, my body itself will be a prayer until it no longer exists. I do not pray to a particular entity or being. Instead, I pray for myself and all beings, believing with faith that these prayers join with similar prayers uttered by others all across the world, that the energies of our collective efforts are intersecting, interconnecting, making an active and tangible difference, first in our own hearts, minds, and actions, and in our interdependence with actions arising from our collective prayers, making a difference for every human and for our more than human kin, including our planet herself. As many of you know, I've just returned from a trip to Palestine where I participated as a member of a Unitarian Universalist delegation invited to the region. I must say it was a challenging experience, though interspersed with moments of deep gratitude, awe, delight, and laughter, and during which I have been forever changed, humbled in ways that I am still seeking the words to explain, the feelings I have, the tears that I continually feel swelling my heart and welling up into my throat, and sometimes traveling from my eyes, even as I would prefer otherwise. I will only intermittently touch upon Palestine during these moments we are together at this time. I will say more in response to the questions some of you have sent me when we meet in person during one of our services in February. Our delegation was formed by UUs for Justice in the Middle East, and we were hosted by the Sabeel Ecumenical Liberation Theology Center, an organization of Palestinian theologians and indigenous people, which is one of the reasons why, as some of you have wanted to know, I have said I was on a delegation to Palestine. This group of theologians and organizers came to understand that their concerns for their people were in sync with the liberation theology held by other peoples around the world who, through the movements for justice within their particular contexts, sought to address institutionalized social and systemic inequities, most notably people in Latin America, where this theology was first established by Catholic priests, as well as here in the United States, in South Africa, India, and South Korea, among other places. Liberation theology argues that the faith we claim can be fully grasped and understood only when it is viewed through the experiences and perspectives of the poor, the marginalized, and the oppressed. It is the holding of one's religious and spiritual beliefs in a manner that prioritizes what is known as orthopraxis, right action and right practice, over orthodoxy, which is about holding a right belief. The identified so-called sins in liberation theology are the institutionalized systems and structures that have had the impact of causing inequality and inequity, of creating harm and oppression. The orthopraxis, right action and right practice, is in the work of dismantling these systems and structures that cause said inequities and oppressions. We each have opportunities to do this through our active awareness and engagement in the social, economic, and political spheres that constructed the inequities to begin with. I've come to the conclusion that this work begins with our committed resistance to those structures, which I'll say more about in a moment. As Unitarian Universalists, I believe a theology of liberation is particularly important to us as we consider our values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, as we consider that we hold love at the center of our values and beliefs. We must not, however, become mired in an orthodoxy of laying claim to a set of right values, of holding the right beliefs. I believe that our Unitarian Universalist faith, to grasp the fullness of our Unitarian Universalist values, we must, with determination, actualize them, bring them into being through our commitment to orthopractice, right action, and right practice, by not holding a right thinking and believing or even a right knowing as our stopping point. So how might we each take this on bit by bit, moment by moment in our own ways? We might simply begin by asking ourselves, how have I taken right action upon my UU values today? Not simply thought about them, but actually did something that made them real for ourselves and brought them into being for someone else. Especially by directing our efforts towards someone else's or perhaps even our own liberation from structural systems of oppression. What I believe is a first step, as I said earlier, in the work of resistance. Each of our UU values, when we commit to viewing them through such a lens, has something to offer us. But do we even know or understand what is meant by structural systems of oppression? I admittedly did not for a long while, though they have the most impact on folks just like me. We're all living within these systems. But like me, do you know them when you encounter them? When we do not, perhaps another initial practice of resistance is in finding out and coming to understand what those systems are, how they are oppressing others, and how they ultimately are oppressing us all, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. While in Palestine, as I witnessed and listened to the young and the old, to Christians, Muslims, and Jews, theologians, activists, artists, the highly educated, the farmer, the poor, the feminist, and others, about the magnitude of the issues there, the depth and breadth of injustice, and how we in the U.S. are complicit in the daily, moment-to-moment oppression occurring there. Admittedly overwhelmed, I began wrestling with the question, what is mine to do? Now, before I go on, to be clear, I do not believe any singular group of people is responsible for all the actions of its government. I cannot blame all the Jews in Israel as responsible for the actions of the Israeli government or certain of its people, any more than I can blame myself or you for the actions of our U.S. administration or certain of our people. What you and I can do, however, is hold ourselves accountable for the injustices we are witnesses to and aware of, even when those injustices do not appear to be impacting us directly, which still presents the questions. How might we each take this on, bit by bit, moment by moment, in our own ways? What is ours to do? I wrestled greatly with these questions every day while in Palestine, as I saw more and learned more and considered our very obvious interdependence with all the people residing in those lands. I wrestled greatly as I considered my personal life experiences of oppression right here in the USA and my lifelong commitment to creating justice and liberation here on our shores, in our lands. What was interesting, though, is that the Palestinians alluded to some of this as well, and also spoke of the catastrophic war and systemic oppression currently being experienced in Sudan and the Congo, acknowledging that the war in Gaza had unfortunately resulted in the world taking its eyes off these regions and the atrocities occurring there. What is mine to do? I asked, my heart pounding, full, and hurting. Then in the midst of it all, we UU ministers nationwide received an email from our UU Ministers Association requesting that we arrive in Minneapolis later in the week to join up with other clergy from around the country, carrying with us our moral authority and assisting with the on-the-ground work of resistance to the wanton, oppressive, and often illegal actions of agents of our federal government. Though publicly out and about in communities, we would be working in what has become an underground network of resistance there. What is mine to do? I wondered as I sat in my room on the other side of the world. I wanted to travel to Minnesota, where I had encountered many Somali immigrants and refugees during my sabbatical fellowship this past fall at a Benedictine monastery there. I wanted to travel to Minnesota, as I thought of Fasia, a woman of Somali descent who worked in the program office of the monastery from which I'd received my fellowship. How was she and her family being impacted? It seemed to make sense to go, especially knowing that our global human rights organization, the UU Service Committee, was sponsoring UU ministers who wanted to attend. I thought of Martin Luther King's call to ministers to come to Selma more than 60 years ago. And also, from my vantage point on the other side of the world, I could see where the actions in Minnesota might ultimately lead as I witnessed the negative outcomes of similar actions while in Palestine. I contacted a mentor for advice, but through prayer and my own reflection, I came to the conclusion that for a number of reasons, this was not mine to do. When I ultimately connected with the mentor, she agreed. And yet the question still lingers. What is mine to do? What is an appropriate response informed by orthopraxis and infused with integrity? So I have concluded that the ask is not that any single one of us needs to attempt to do all the things or even a multitude of things, but that we reflect upon and if need be wrestle with discerning what is ours to do. Such wrestling is worthwhile. Then focus on what has been set directly before us and rallying the courage of our convictions, attend to that. So the operative words here are courage and conviction, which are not about performative acts of protest, of being arrested only to be released several hours later, though there can be some value to this, but it cannot stop there. I have spent many moments these past couple of weeks witnessing real courage, both in Minnesota and in Palestine, among people who take courageous action driven by their convictions, even as they face great risk to life, family, home, and livelihood. Where does my own courage begin and end? I find myself wondering. There are many ways we can live into our convictions and demonstrate real courage as we collectively resist oppressive systems and take up the mantle of liberation for all. I have seen women, men, youth, and even children do what they understood to be theirs to do. While in Palestine, we asked, what might we as a delegation do in solidarity and real committed action as orthopraxis as we return to our various homes throughout the United States? We were told we had already done the important things. We were willing to come and see, to listen, to witness, to learn. We were told how invaluable this was for the people, both psychologically and emotionally. This thing alone. The second thing we were told we could do, which I am finding to be a simple yet, even in our own climate, a profound and even courageous thing to do, and that is to share about what we have witnessed, experienced, and the stories we have heard. Some of the people we met actually said they were interested more so in our witness and our sharing what we had witnessed than in our money, which, as some had experienced, often came with strings attached rather than authentic support. In his book, The Truth About Stories, the writer Thomas King said at the end of each story he told about North American indigenous people he knew, take this story. It's yours. Do with it what you will. But don't say in years to come that you would have lived your life differently if only you had heard this story. You have heard it now. I am finding this to be true, and so I shall share the stories today and in days to come. I know they will not feel comfortable to all people at all times, but I will share the stories of what I have seen and experienced, as I believe it's the very least I can do with integrity and as a practice of resistance to being silenced. And I shall continue to pray deeply throughout the day, and even fervently so, for myself and for us all. I have been asking others and invite you to do the same for yourselves and us all, in whatever ways you find has meaning as a single transformative practice of resistance. Let us make it so, my friends. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be. It takes many resources as we weave the fabric of beloved community in our congregation. It includes generously offering our time, our talent, creativity, imagination, and treasure, all given as we realize our mission, vision, and work in the world. This morning, we invite you to point your device toward the QR code you'll find on your screen, which will take you directly to our online giving portal. And we will continue now with the offertory.
We will not stop singing. We will not stop singing. We will not stop singing till the world can hear the song, till the world can sing along. We will not stop marching. We will not stop marching. We will not stop marching till the world can hear the song, till the world can sing along. Till the world can sing, till the world can sing, till the world can sing along. Till the world can sing, till the world can sing, till the world can sing along.
We will not stop praying. We will not stop praying. We will not stop praying till we all can get along, till the world can sing our song. We will not stop shouting. We will not stop shouting. We will not stop shouting. Shouting right from wrong till the world can sing our song. Till the world can sing, till the world can sing, till the world can sing along. Till the world can sing, till the world can sing, till the world can sing along. We will not stop singing. We will not stop singing. We will not stop singing till the world can hear our song, till the world can sing along.
We give thanks for all of the blessings and gifts of our beloved community. And I want to give a special thanks to our staff here at ERUUF who did so much this particular weekend in shifting both the service we had yesterday for Joyce Boucheron and also for this service today. It was a tremendous amount of work, and I just want to give a personal shout out and thanks to them all. I think you'd be really proud of them. We will now go to our closing hymn.
Dum 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 dum. There's a river somewhere that flows through the lives of everyone, and it flows through the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. There's a star in the sky that brightens the lives of everyone, and it brightens the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. 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 Yes, I do. There's a star in your eye that brightens the lives of everyone, and it brightens the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. Yes, it is a sweet song of love that sweetens the lives of everyone. It sweetens the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. Yes, 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 it do. And there's a voice from the past that speaks to the lives of everyone, the lives of everyone. And it speaks through the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. There's a smile in your eyes that shines through the lives of everyone, and it shines through the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Oh, yes, it do. Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, oh, yes, you do. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, there's a river somewhere. Yes, there's a flows through the light. Yes, there's a river somewhere that flows through the light, and it flows through the mountains and the valleys and the meadows of time. Yes, it flows.
Our closing words this morning are Because by American Indigenous poet Rosemary Watala Trauma, who writes, "So I can't save the world, can't even save myself, can't wrap my arms around every frightened child, can't foster peace among nations, can't bring love to all who feel unlovable. So I practice opening my heart right here in this room and being gentle with my insufficiency. I practice walking down the street heart first, and if it is insufficient to share love, I will practice loving anyway. I want to converse about truth, about trust. I want to invite compassion into every interaction. One willing heart can't stop a war. One willing heart can't feed all the hungry. And sometimes Daunted by a task too big, I tell myself, what's the use of trying? But today, the invitation is clear. To be ridiculously courageous in love. To open the heart like a lilac in May, knowing freeze is possible and opening anyway. To take love seriously, to give love wildly, to race up to the world as if I were a puppy, adoring and unjaded, stumbling on my own exuberance, to feel the shock of indifference, of anger, of cruelty, of fear, and stay open to love as if it matters, as if the world depends on it. Go in peace, my friends. Go with courage. Go with love. Go knowing that you are not alone. And stay warm. Amen, ashe, and blessed be.